Okay, it's the second week in June, end of the second week. Gonna walk around the garden and see what all's been changing. Start with our walk around the outside perimeter. We have got some wind going on today. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with the sound too much, but our tomatoes are looking great, especially the ones here on the west side. They are, I don't know if they're getting a lot more sun or what, or if it's just the shade from the ones on the east, but those are the same varieties over there as are over here, and these ones, as you can tell, are a lot bushier and growing a lot more. So I'm not sure exactly what it is, if it's the heat coming off the concrete or it's the fact that they get sun sooner than those guys do in the morning, but these guys are just flourishing where those guys are doing okay. So anyway, that's why we planted the same varieties in the same spot so we could compare. But anywho, so we got a ton of new little tomatoes here on some of them. We've got some here. They're hard to find unless you're going through all of them, but they're all over the place. They're definitely there. There's getting some there. The ones from our little 4th of July here are getting fat and noticeable. It's cool. Put the soaker hose in here to try and give a small amount of water longer and help it penetrate. The problem is, though, that the boxes are raised with their ledge here, with a ledge, and unless I go through and cut a thing, this stuff won't sit flat in the dirt, and so basically it goes up and then goes down to the box. So in the middle of the box I can put it right and nestle it in the dirt, but over here that pops up and comes down. So I have to decide whether I'm going to cut notches in all the boxes so I can lay them flush, or what I'm going to do exactly, but I'm trying it out. The thing is, it sprays all over the plants because even though it's a smoker, it's got these little streams that shoot out, and so it'll wet the leaves. So I'm trying to figure out if that's going to be worth it or not. But anyway, and then here's one of our peppers, looking good. Got lots of flowers. Haven't seen any fruit yet on any of the peppers, but tomatoes, once again, getting big, bushy. I'm gonna have to start coming in and thinning them out and getting the vining ones trained to go up the trellis to get out of the way of the bushier ones. Here's a bunch of tomatoes there, 3 of them right there. Lots of flowers. Got a couple ones that came to us in the 4-pack as a double stem, so they're really kind of getting out of control as well. So really have to kind of start focusing on reining them in. Cucumber here is looking great. Lots of flowers now. That's been really cool. Weren't sure how well they were going to survive, but they're doing good. The banana squash is looking great. It's putting out a lot of stuff. It's actually giving the zucchini a run for its money, if you see there. Big leaves, and it's starting to push it out. And it's got the tendrils too, so it has worked its way that way and is working into the zucchini's territory, so the zucchini better get it going. But you can see some, there are some squash there. There's one right back there. Maybe you can see. Little guys just starting to form. I don't think there's one right there too. So they're starting to go, and once again, this is the banana squash, and so we'll see how it goes. The zucchini, even though we've had fruits or vegetables forming there for over a week, still haven't really got that much bigger. This one is now probably 3 inches or so, and that one down there, which was the first one I ever saw, is now about 4 inches, but they're just not really growing as fast as I was told. So maybe it's just because the plant is not yet mature, isn't a huge vine, but it's been actually fairly slow production. So a week later, still small little fruits. So anyway, keep an eye on it and see how it goes there. But there's more fruit and lots more flowers, so it's going well. We look down our back row here. This is once again our summer winter melon, repeated 3 times. This summer one is our scallop squash patty pan called Sunburst, and you can see there it is right there. It's getting big. There's a lot of them under here. Couple there, couple over there. So, and I read those will be harvestable pretty soon. Just like with all the summer squash, you can eat them whenever you want. The younger and smaller that you pick them, the more tender they'll be. But obviously, if you wait to get them bigger, then you'll get more out of them. So our next squash, winter squash, still haven't figured out which ones are which. I haven't taken the time to look. It's looking good. It's got this. It's trellising up the vine here, up the trellis pretty good. It's got its little tendrils, so it's doing a pretty good job. The honeydew has pushed out a bunch of flowers, a lot of little yellow flowers, so that's great. It's doing well. No problems with it, and it's learning to climb the vine there, or climb the trellis, so that's good. Our next summer squash, haven't seen any fruit on it, but lots of flowers, so hopefully it'll be coming along soon. Our other winter squash, just still kind of flat, hasn't yet grown up. And I'm guessing that, obviously the ones with the tendrils are going to be vining by nature. That would be my guess. Why else would they have the tendrils? And the other ones are more squat. So still trying to wait for them to get big enough so I can put them up against the fence here so they'll have something to grab onto. Watermelon is looking good. This one has little, you can see the female fruits right there. There's another one down there. So we just need to hopefully see them get fertilized and start to swell up soon. Our other squash looks good. This one, once again, is a summer that doesn't vine at all. So it's just sprawling, waiting for it to get bigger so we can put it up there. And I think, oh yeah, there it is. There's one little yellow crookneck there. So that is fantastic. Still a little late in developing. I know I have a friend of mine who has a bunch of them. His developing, but I guess just over here taking a little longer. So our other winter squash looking good, trellising well. No problems with the bushes or the insects. The other watermelon, same thing. It's got its little female flowers out there. You can see the little ovary, and hopefully that'll become get fertilized and become a fruit. So let's climb up the vine. Over here, if we look down our other side, we have the zucchini. Haven't seen but a few tiny little fruit there, and not a lot. There's a lot of flowers, but only one tiny little fruit. So I don't know if, once again, all the things on here are not doing as well as the west side. So hopefully that'll change soon once they'll catch up. But we'll see. Our pumpkin looks pretty good. It's got some big vines, some big spikes on it, by the way, and some big leaves. It's putting out some flowers there. They have opened. I don't see like the ovary on it, so I don't know if it has the male and female flowers or what, but there's some flowers and some big leaves, so hopefully it'll be doing well. Then our tomatoes over here, we do have a few ones that have formed. Usually it's our early girl here that have formed some tomatoes. Lots of flowers though, so hopefully that'll be coming along pretty soon. So you can just see that, once again, these ones are definitely not as bushy as the ones over there. A little pepper in the middle of all the tomatoes, still looking good. Yeah, definitely, like I say, you can definitely tell the difference between those ones and these ones. Here's our early girl again with the tomato. See some on the Romas, but mostly the early girl and some of the 4th of July. A lot of the 4th of Julys though haven't produced anything yet, so I don't know what the deal is here. And here's our heirloom big rainbow, looking good, strong and healthy. No, got flowers but no fruit yet. So anyway, looking good on the vining part. With our boxes here, look at the east box. So onions are looking good. Where I planted the stuff a couple weeks ago, you can see the carrots here, the basil's popping up. Cilantro just started to pop up right there. Just started. And the potato, it's been popping up. I've been burying it, but it's still going. So I have to decide whether or not I'm going to build a little riser box and keep putting dirt on top of it, or if I'm just going to let it go. Pepper plant looks good. All the onions are looking good. With the Swiss chard, or red chard there, it was, we started harvesting a little bit of it because they were so packed in, because that is one of the 4. So that one, and the 2 in the other that I moved to the other box were all in that one little spot. And because it said to plant it 6 inches apart, so I did. But I think I don't think that was good on the advice for the spacing there, because that plant is now, once I pulled those other ones out, it's doing great. The other ones are kind of suffering because of the transplant, but hopefully they'll pop back. But that one is thriving much more, because it used to be that there was the same plant here, here, and here, and so they were all growing into each other and weren't really, having room to thrive. So now it's got these ginormous leaves, and I just transplanted them a couple days ago. So hopefully these guys will bounce back. We'll see. If not, that's fine. I've got some rainbow chard that I wanted to plant from seed. So anyhow, carrots over here in these 2 squares are good. Soybeans have made a big improvement here from planting from seed a couple little bit ago. They have popped up there. They have these weird marks there on their leaves. I don't know what that's about, but anyway, it looks okay. So those 3 are coming up good. They've got their first true leaves. These other ones are not doing so hot, but we'll see. The corn, once again, less than 2 weeks old, looking good. Excuse me. And that's all fabulous. And then in the other box here, we once again, I took that red chard and put one here, split it into 2 plants, and put one of them over there. And like I said, it's been having some issues. I'm going to actually, as soon as I'm done with this, probably try to put a shade over them to help them out, because the sun is out right now. But hopefully they will recover from the transplant. But they were I think they were just packed too close together. So we pulled up the cauliflower. I think we'd already pulled up the broccoli last week, but we pulled up all the cauliflower out of here just because it wasn't doing anything except starting to shade the other things. The leaves were once again like 2 feet long and 8 inches wide, but no head on it. So we pulled it out, gave it to some chickens, see how that's going. The peppers are looking good. Starting to, I think that those might be little fruits. I'm not sure there. I'll have to wait and see. But they're all looking good. The get out of there. The okra is doing tremendously better now. It has totally changed. It's totally starting to catch up with everybody else like it should have been doing. So both of the okra have been doing much better. Peppers and eggplants all look good. Nothing out of the ordinary with them. That's good. Lots of these gorgeous flowers with the purple and the yellow. So really pretty plant, that's for sure. Hopefully we'll see some really pretty fruit here soon. Yeah, poor guy. Well, I'll just water them and shade them, and hopefully they'll recover. Anyway, the other okra looking great. All the eggplants are doing good. So I planted, so the pole beans and the peas are doing pretty good. Not sure how the peas are going to do in the heat, but we'll see. This spot in the middle there, which was originally soybeans, which I'd soaked, which did not come up because apparently you don't soak soybeans because that makes them not come up. Well, I planted pole beans when I planted the corn over there and the last planting season, or go around, which was almost a week and a half ago. And they never came up, which they should have came up. So, I don't know what happened to them. So, I planted something else. I planted some bitter melon there, 4 of those. We'll see how they do. I also planted a few in the corner here and a few over there, just some more pole beans, just to see, try and get a few more, since I finally built the trellis and put it up so you can see it goes up. I figured since I had to buy the 10-foot poles anyway, I would utilize all of the conduit and make them 8 feet. So my pole beans can go up to 8 feet there, and hopefully they will. That way we'll get lots more production out of them. So basically I just used the 1/2-inch conduit and 1/2-inch rebar, pounded it in the ground, about 4-footer, drove it halfway in, cut these 10-foot pieces into 8 feet, and then took the 2 leftover feet and then joined them together here to make a 4-foot section, and then used the corner elbows of the EMT conduit to make a frame. And then I put some little clamps on there too to attach it to the box, just to give it more rigidity. And then I used the netting and then just tied it off there. So it's it wobbles a little bit, but I think basically it will definitely hold the strength up there. The netting, nylon netting, says it's good for forever, so hopefully it'll last there. And there's a honeybee there hanging out. More than happy to see them. Hopefully they'll be I don't know what's going on there, why it's hanging out on the leaf there instead of being over here pollinizing these flowers. But anyway, so now the pole beans and the snow peas will have something to climb up. Hopefully they'll find that thing and go to town and get to be going there. So anyway, that is the tour. This week we've had a few changes. We're transplanted some of that red chard out. Hopefully it'll survive. Planted some bitter melon, some pole beans, put the thing up, pull out the cauliflower. So now I just need to work on pruning some of this tomato mess here. But other than that, it's all looking pretty good, pretty under control. So anyway, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching.